outside,
Yeah, I mean,
uh,
the
and
problem why I missed it. I didn't have to.
uh, those we call blocks. We call blocks. They are having fun outside. We have a lot of blocks, and today we have the schools of samba also. It's a second parade day. They divided in three parades day this year. Last year was only we had only two parade days, and now they divided in two because it was so long. It started at 9 o'clock till 6 p.m. or 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. So when the sun shines, it's so bad for you to see the costumes and everything. And they decided to divide. I don't like a lot of schools of summer because they are all the same. They are all the same. But in Rio, they love carnival. A lot of people they use costumes, and you can see a lot of men wearing women wear clothes. It's so funny.
I never been during a carnival, but I've heard about it. It's so
Yeah.
it's
Yeah. It's something that I went to South America. Well, Carnival started in Venice, I think so, but it's so different. They have the masks. In We have in Brazil, and I think all South America we have a lot of Carnival.
well.
Okay.
Welcome everyone on YouTube tuning in. I hope everyone's having a great evening. Talking about sports and games, uh, mostly uh, physical sports. The I came up with this topic because there's been a lot of sports going on with the Super Bowl, Olympics, uh, people getting really excited. Um, so I thought it would be very interesting to talk about. I want to know that I'm not a teacher. I'm a student. I'm not certified as a teacher. Um, I'm just here to have a good time and talk about things. Uh, the first question here is, are you a diehard fan of any specific sports team, or do you only watch during, major events like the Super Bowl and the World Cup? Well, for me personally, I tune in for the big event. I don't have any teams that I root for. There's a lot of drama that comes up in the U.S. for sports teams that take offense anytime they say something slightly negative or off their sports team. Um, well, I mean, sometimes they take it too far, but I personally, I I just tune in for the Super Bowl and Winter Olympics, because those are exciting, and I don't. I know that's it. It tends to be one of those events where the most wants to watch. I know the people that watch most are mostly the ones that watch the Super Bowl. People outside the U.S. tend to tune in as well, and I don't have a particular bias or for any team. What about you, Marcelo?
Well, I am not a die-hard fan of any sports, but we have in Brazil, we have soccer is the major um, sport in Brazil. We have we have won all the most of the um, the World Cups. I think we have 5 World Cups as winners. And well, I I like to see soccer games. Sometimes I prefer to uh, when Brazil is supposed to play. Um, and I think soccer is growing in the United States after Pelé, after I think other uh, players that went to the United States to teach a lot of people, even women, they are playing soccer so well in the USA. But I'm not this kind of fan. I like sports. I don't practice any sport. I am very bad in that. I don't play soccer. Even when I was a child, I was the last one to be to be uh, we had the owner of the ball, and the owner of the ball was supposed to invite people. I was the last one to be invited, and at the end, no, no, I don't want him. Oh, come on, no, you can. Oh, well, you can have him. You are going to have more players than me. No, no, we don't want this guy. I am so bad, but I used to swim when I was young, and I like this kind of sport. Well, I see that we had the Super Bowl. I cannot understand what's going on over there. We don't have this kind of sport here. It's so difficult for me to understand. We are trying to, because they are trying to teach Brazilians to understand this game, and it's so difficult. But we have good sports in Brazil, like basketball. We have some good teams here. Volleyball, we won a lot of championships and even Olympics. Tennis, we are good in tennis. We had so great players, and I think it's a very interesting game just to watch. Um, I don't know if it's a sport, but we had Formula One, and Formula One, they say that it's a sport, but there is a car running over there, so but they say that it's a sport. You sweat a lot, okay, no problem. I think that's the reason they call that a sport.
I mean,
And
I think it's
wha-
with the all the like movements, the sudden movements,
yeah,
and you have to you get your body tuned for
yeah.
acceleration and the sudden turns.
No, no, you have to be in a good shape to drive those cars. Nowadays we have more automatic cars, and they are more comfortable than in the past. But we had a lot of good drivers like Fittipaldi. It was one of the best one. Piquet, and I don't know why the United States is not a good player in Formula One. I don't know why, but they are trying. It's more European than American. American has another kind of like NG 500 and other kind of races. But that's it. About you said about the winter sports, and I like them. I see a lot of winter sports, but we don't have them in Brazil because we don't have winter here. We don't have ice here. We don't have snow here, so it's difficult for us to understand those. I can remember that movie about a Jamaican team that was in the winter games to play. I know that it's like a car that slides in a route. I don't know the name. I forgot the name. But Joe, I think John Candy he was the actor. He played his role was the coach of that Jamaican team, only by black people, and it was so interesting, so funny to see them um, uh, uh, trying to understand what's going on because they had to play and to make the before the game in grass, so it was so difficult. That's it. I am not this die-hard fan, but I like soccer, and sometimes I can fight for my team. Is Flamengo is my team, but I don't. I am not this kind of guy. I've been to Maracanã so many times, but I don't like to go to that kind of crowded places. That's it.
Would you would you say that Brazil and a lot of Brazilians are very like die hard for sports teams, and would you say that they are like they get really aggressive when it comes to teams?
Yeah, I think so. We say when we are among relatives and friends, we have two advices. You don't have to talk about your soccer team or politics. So you're going to lose your friend. But we have this kind of competition in Rio and São Paulo. I think the two major cities with the best teams in Brazil, and they fight a lot. And we have those like you see in England. You see the I forgot the name. Those guys that they were so aggressive. The hooligans. The hooligans in England. They break everything. They fight a lot. They kill people. We have this kind of in Brazil we say torcida organizada. It's like a organized group of fans. So they have like a proper team with t-shirts with flags. They are so organized, including with like a company, and they are so organized when they have to travel to another city or to another country um, to fight for the team. So we have these, and sometimes we have problems with people being killed and being injured, and this is the worst part of the sport. And I think it is something. It belongs to the human being, not the Brazilians or Americans. I don't know, but here we have some rules here. If a group like that starts to make noise, they can even. We have a lot of empty stadiums games. It's so funny because nobody had the right to they lost the right to see their teams. So you have a lot of empty stadiums games. It's like a penalty for those groups, and this is something that can harm the the team because it's so different when you play without this group of people and when you play in an empty stadium. Uh, it's like torcer. I don't know how to say torcer in English. I forgot the name. When you have to, I forgot the name. Well, let me see here. Torcer. Whoa, 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 whoa. Excuse me.
Hunting?
Uh, to twist. To twist. Torcer pelo time. No, to cheer. To cheer for the team. Not to twist. Torcer, not to twist. Twist is other thing. Twist is just to turn to left or right. No, cheering. The cheering. Cheering for the team. Yeah, the cheers. We can say the cheers. I think so. That's it. We say os torcedores, the cheers. Yeah. And well, in Brazil, we are starting to have those girls that cheers for the team outside the game. It's an American costume, American behavior, and we are trying to bring this kind of um, the cheerleaders to Brazil, and we didn't have them. It's nice, for sure. That's it.
Oh, that's great. There's this next question here is, did you play any organized sports growing up, and were you actually any good at them? Would you like to go ahead with that question?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Well, I was um, when we had when I was a young boy, we used to have a lot of street sports, and I was nice in something. We had one of them is so popular in Brazil is queimado. It means the name is no, I forgot the name. No, it's not burn, but it's like a ball you have to hit a person. I forgot the name in there, but there is a proper name in English. And we had to make roller balls, cars, well, with wood, and we used to have those rollers from cars, used rollers, and we used to build those cars and to run in streets and hills, and it was so funny when I was young. And we had a street game we called taco. It's like it's like how do you say that? Uh, I forgot the name. Well, it's so nice. It's like an American sport. So that you have that wood to hit the ball, and I forgot the name. Well,
You mean baseball?
excuse me.
You mean baseball?
Baseball, yeah, baseball, yeah, baseball, of course, for sure. We said taco. It's like almost the same. We had a ball. We had a place to hit that. It's like three woods that we make that kind of triangle, and we had to hit that object. And when you hit the ball, you could run so many times, and that's the way you count points. And we had a lot of game. But I was good in swimming. I swim a lot, and it's nice. But it's like a self sport. You don't have you play by yourself, so it's not a collective sport. I am not good in collective sports. It's so difficult for me to. I think I have a problem between me and the ball. So,
For me, collective sports is like your team is only as good as your weakest player. So, so if someone's messing up really badly, it can mess up the entire team, even if they're all really good. So, so
yeah.
I've personally played football, and I experienced that a lot. Where I mean, like where someone else messed up, where I messed up, and it was making the team worse. So
Yeah, but I've been later. I've been well. I flew airplanes like a private pilot, like a sport pilot. I had an ultralight when I was 30. I was so good in that sport, and then I've started with paraglides. It's so interesting. It's a dangerous sport, but I used to fly paraglides. Here we have a great hill. Pedra Bonita is near a beach here in Rio, and they used to fly over there. It's like we in Portuguese we say voo livre. It's like free fly. We don't have a translation for that kind of. And later I started with model airplanes, flying model airplanes, and that's something that I like because you can build your airplane. You can it's like a hobby, but it's like a sport also because it's so nice. It's I am so interested in flying in airplanes and everything like that. And I think so. It's a great sport. I don't do this kind of fly because I think it's dangerous, really. And I used to ride motorcycles also a lot, a lot. I was good in that also. But when I talk about balls and collective games, I am a failure about that.
Well, you say you were what, a failure? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I can confess that I am a total failure in collective sports and using balls, and I don't know what's going on over there. I cannot.
Maybe it's the coaching. Maybe it was whoever coached you. But I personally was not doing so well. I felt like I was a failure when I tried football. I did for um, and the coaches, because like in the U.S., it's like football's really popular. I guess the coaches assume that every single person knew everything about football, like up and down. One's like an expert, and the coaches are there to recognize the plays. And I personally, I made the mistake of joining football, and I didn't know that much about football. So, the whole team laying down the team sometimes, but other times I did some impressive plays, and it was fun. I made a lot of the time, but it was tough, and the coaches were tough.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. That sport is so common regarding universities, and everybody plays football. I think so. Well, we don't have the football here because I think it's something that you can have those equipments and the uniforms and a lot of helmets and shoulders with iron. I don't know what's going on over there, but and and it's a very interesting game. But I think it's a harmful game. I think so. Everybody's jumps
yeah,
at you and try to kill you. I don't know what's going on over there.
it's very dangerous. I It's so easy to get concussion and like brain damage. Just even with all the pads up and down, I've hit others and they hit me back, and it was painful. Like
Yeah, I see the games here, and I think it's so crazy. Well, soccer is a dangerous sport also, and we have some injuries because they don't have a lot of protections, and sometimes they could hit you to stop you or to. It's different, a little bit different, because you cannot stop a person by jumping on that person or stopping with your hands. It's different. It's like a fault. You cannot do that. You have to be able to hide from that person, from the opposite guy, And I think in this way, football, American football is a little, it's interesting because we have a lot of players that are so they that slippery movement, and they can walk, and they can go forward, and I think if we had some soccer players in these positions, I think these guys could be good players because they are so I don't know, they are like they cannot be catch. So it's
Mean
very
agile?
they are so
Mean agile?
yeah, they slip, and they can go on. They can. It's nice. I think we have a lot of positions, a lot of the positions in the American football. They are stuck in this position. You cannot change them. You know that guy is something, that other guy is something. In when you were talking about soccer, sometimes it's a little bit different. You could rotate the positions, and you could make kind of confusion to the opposite team. And well, come on, this guy was the defense, and now he's at the attack, and you can have some kind of problem over there. And even goalkeepers, they sometimes they can play at the line, so they can be good attackers and good. They can make good goals, and I think it's different. It's football also in England, but we call it soccer in the. I don't know why. What's the origin of the name of soccer? I don't know why soccer, but. It came from England in Brazil. There is a guy that brought the game to Brazil, to Rio, and they started to play here. And at the beginning, they used to play like rich man, like they use um, ties, and the uniform was so. It's like they didn't sweat. I don't know. It's so funny to see the old photos of these guys playing soccer. The question is that with a ball made of old socks, you can make a ball, and you can play anywhere, any place, and poor people can play a lot soccer, and we cannot do that with baseball or football or other even basketball. You have to try something different, and that's why it's so popular in poor countries, soccer. I think so. That's it.
Yep. Um, there's Well, we have two. I mean, we have two types of football. We have like the regular football where you have the padding, but there's also the football where you just have what they call tag football, where you just tap on the person, and that way like you don't have to hit them. Um, in just casual play, as that people usually play the tag football. But most organized football is usually with pads, and yeah, it's very tough. They you have to be like very big, but also very fast.
Yeah.
It's like
Uh,
when you're playing offense, you need to when you're or playing defense, you just have to. It's almost like you're making yourself into a wall,
yeah. It's
or
almost the same.
yeah,
It's almost the same. It's like a bodyguard. It's like a wow. Come on. Well, well, it's interesting because in the United States, if you are a good player, you can have a scholarship, uh, and it's so nice because it costs a lot to go to the university, and this is a key way to enter a good university and to have to graduate. So we don't have like this kind of sports scholarships in Brazil. They do in a different way. They We have now the scholarships for poor people or poor. Um, it belongs to the color of your skin, and nowadays they started with the gender. I don't agree with that because it makes no sense to me. If you are trans, you can have a free scholarship. Come on, everybody can assume there is a trans or trans person. Well, come on, I don't like that. And we see that they start with scholarships to just to black people, like to give back, to make like uh, to balance the past, like the slavery and with that we had in Brazil. But the problem is that this young boy that enters the university with this kind of scholarship is no able to finish like the others. So sometimes it makes a difference when you graduate and you have your diploma, and when you go to the work market. So they are going to test you, and they are going to see that you are not able to do all the tasks. Because sometimes the problem is not the university. The problem is the fundamental course or is the high school. So we have a lack of education during this period, and this makes Brazil. We have serious problems with education and to grow this country because we don't have uh, uh, young people ready to take the positions and to, I don't know, it's like a failure. I think it's the welfare state is like a failure. It's different to be fair and to have a welfare state. The welfare state is like it's like you are going to break the country if you think about welfare. You see what's going on in Europe, so that welfare state that can provide everything to you, it's a lie. In some moments you are going to see that it's a lie, and we have to pay for the dinner, as we say in Brazil. We have to pay for the dinner. In Brazil we say this. O jantar não é de graça. Right? The dinner is not for free. So some people has to pay the tax, and there is no such government that can takes everything. I think the U.S. is having a serious problem with the debt, and I think it's unpayable. It's impossible to pay the debt because it's a huge amount of money. During the pandemic, they grow in 40% the currency. It's a crazy situation. So I don't know what we have serious problems with that in Brazil. Also, we have problems with spends, and I don't know what's going on because it's so easy to print money, and okay, but the money can be printed, but the service and the products, they have to grow at the same level, because if not you are going to have inflation, and you are going to have just paper, and they worth nothing. So That's it.
The next question here is, do you generally prefer watching the Summer Olympics, track, swimming, gymnastics, uh, or the Winter Olympics, skiing, skating, or hockey? I'll start by answering that I watching the Summer Olympics, especially track and swimming. I very impressive seeing my coaches for many years while growing up. Uh, you know, just winning all the time, um, and seeing people just, and also a track, seeing people just break records that some people thought weren't possible. It's seems very unusual that a human can just run as fast or go like all like the fastest mile, fastest kilometer, fastest 100 meters. It's really impressive what people have managed to do. I think it's a combination of like very intense some training and like also just genetics. But both play a
Yeah.
key role. Also, you gotta get like recognized. Some people can be fast and they're also really hard, but may not get recognized. So, but I think that is it's still impressive every time, and it's over the every Olympics. It's like you see people break records that were
Yeah.
and makes you wonder what are really the limits of humans' capabilities. What do you think, Marcelo?
Well, I rather prefer summer games, just because we don't have winter here, and I sometimes I see winter sports and I think they are so funny. Some of them, like these curling. It's so strange. It's like there is a person that I don't know, cleaning the the floor, and it's like a disc. I don't know. It's funny. It's funny to me that this kind of sport. I don't know if how they started with that, but they are. But I like to see hockey. It's a very nice game. I think it's an interesting game. And skiing also. Um, I think last week, I think a Brazilian won, like a winter game. He was Brazilian, but he lives in Norway, and he was one of the best. And the Norway team didn't like him, and he by himself he started a Brazilian team, and he won something like skiing or something like that. I don't know. We have a lot of categories, and but that's because he lives in Norway, not because he lives in Brazil, because we don't have how to try. Uh, we have this the sport that I was talking about is bobsleigh. That was so funny. For me is interesting to see, and well, I think we don't have a lot of winter games. They are always related to snow and to something like that. Not the place, not the stadium. But of course, the summer games are much better, much more interesting, because you have a better audience. You have tennis, you have basketball, you have swimming, you have football, soccer, a lot of games. So it's uh, um, uh, as you said, the it's so nice. Uh, the track. My wife runs marathon, so you can imagine. On April, I'm going to London. She's going to run the London's marathon, 42K, so 42 kilometers. So she's a heavy, 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 heavy uh, um, she's addicted to marathons. She's planning to make all the majors. We have majors, uh, and it's not for me. I think it can injure you a lot, the knee, and I don't know. I think when you are so heavy in sports, you grow older in a bad situation because you have a lot of lesions, and you have a lot of pain every time because we were not meant to use our body like a machine, it's something that we can. That's it. I am talking more than the than the question because I am so talkative. No problem. That's it. I prefer summer.
So that's okay. There's no
For
problem.
sure. That's a very comfortable place with you. Yeah.
I mean, I think you're right. With like, it's unnatural for us to really push our bodies that far, and that's why it's like injuries happen very frequently, especially if it involves running, or even with running. It's just and sometimes end your entire career just by just having one single injury because those injuries, even though they may heal up, still kind of there for the rest of your life. And
Yeah. It's I can remember a basketball player we had, Mount Santa Saint Hand is the name because he has a big hand, and he was in an interview and he said, I suffer daily. He tired from basketball games, but for more than 20 years, he's still feeling pain, and because the lesions are for forever. You lose ligaments, you lose bone connections, you have problems with nerves, with joints, and a lot of things. So sometimes this kind of sports, they have to take medicine forever because they feel pain. It's something that it's not okay. And well, I think we have to take care. But they wanted that. They wanted to be professional, so they have to go to play 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day. So that's the price you pay for that. So that's it.
like uh, people look at it like they want to be famous, they want to be well known. Like, oh, I managed to win our team or win for the U.S., break a record. People just rather be immortalized by playing sports, but while sacrificing what could be potentially many years of quality of life. Like,
Yeah.
the average lifespan of those extreme sports players are much lower because like all those injuries and aches and pains makes someone's life feel very miserable and
Yeah. For
sometimes
instance, you can see what happened to Cassius Clay, boxing, Muhammad Ali. He changed his name. A lot of boxers, they because when you hit your head of the boxer, you there is a part of the your brain. In Portuguese is cerebelo. I don't know in English the name. Let me see here. Cerebelo. The cerebellum, and this cerebellum is like a small brain inside the brain. It shakes a lot when you uh, have the hits, when they shock you. So this kind of shake, it starts to make you with this a severe injury that you start to lose movements, to you cannot talk, you cannot walk, you cannot, and it's like a predictable sport. So if you start to play box, you're going to have this kind of injury for sure in 10 years, I don't know, but every boxer is in this kind of problem. And box is an Olympic game, so it's interesting because you can see people fighting in an Olympic game. We have MMA. MMA also is another very severe um, sport, and they kill people literally. They kill people. They like jiu-jitsu, like they they are so violent. And what I think, we are not animals. I think this kind of game should be banished from the Olympics, because it makes no sense to me that people are fighting one against other to kill people, to injure people. It's different from a game where you have to touch the other person and it belongs to the game. But when you literally have to to kill the person, I think it makes no sense to me. But it's a game. It's a sport game. It's like the Romans with the lions and the Coliseum. It's almost the same. And the nobles and the kings, they started to see that kind of. In England also, the Middle Age, they used those arms to kill the.
Yeah, thinking about it like that, I mean, it's kind of messed up knowing that people like enjoy watching sports where they're someone's sort of hitting like in the face because they have punched, or it doesn't make any sense. Like why people enjoy that, but
Yeah, that's it. Well, they when you have dogs fighting, even we have a lot of fights with animals, and they don't like the humans to make this kind of game. But I think they do that with human beings. So I don't know what's the difference when you use dogs or small animals to fight. We have a lot of fights with animals. We have that in Brazil. We have the cock fight. You put it's in Portuguese a galo de briga is fighting cock. You put in a small stadium two cocks, and they fight till the other is killed, the weaker, and they play for that. They bet, and they have the better cocks, and people are cheering for their cocks, and they stay over there till the cock dies. So it's like the same. I think in the past the boxers would do the same till the other dies, not only fall. But you have to kill the person. That's the moment you raise your arm. So that's the mankind. Welcome to the to the humanity.
very great. Well, that concludes the questions. Marcel, what do you think about the topic today?
Ah, well, nice. Always nice. It was a pleasure to be with you, Jared, and It's so nice because I take notes, a lot of new vocabulary, some words that I have missed, and I can start to think them again. When you are not a native, you have the opportunity to speak English during your daily basis. It's so nice when you have that opportunity to be in touch with the language, and not only the language, but here we discuss about a lot of even philosophical thoughts and ideas, and I think we grow a lot here. We meet people, we have sometimes we change even our positions here when we have a better position to stand for, so that's okay. And it's a pleasure for me, you know. That's
Yeah.
one of the best moments of my week when I be here with you, Jared. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for being here. I appreciate you coming in and talking with me and hearing your perspective of like talking about Brazil sports and
Yeah.
really, it's really great having you. I hope you tune in for next week and come on by. I'm here at the same time every week.
Okay, Jared. Thank you very much. Have a nice week. But we have a holiday till I think till Tuesday. Nobody's going to work tomorrow and Wednesday. But that's it. That's Brazil. See you next time.